So Browns veterans have been at voluntary workouts with the rookies. Veteran offensive lineman Joel Bitonio, what he's seen from rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders.
I think to have two young guys that can develop and kind of battle and push, there's really nothing wrong with it. I was there this last week, and I was around him. He was in the meetings. Both of them were. I actually talked to the rookies one day, tried to give them some advice on how to, learn the playbook and stuff. And it's hard to tell in, 3 days, but I think if you look at every Instagram, every Twitter, everything the Browns do, it's something about, Shedeur Sanders or sign Nick Chubb. So I think it's the hot button topics, that we have. But, I've met him, just for a few days, and he seems like he's ready to work, just like all the rookies. It seems like a good rookie class. The guys are focused, trying to learn the playbook right now, which I told him, you're not going to play if you don't have the playbook. So, learn that as best as possible, and then kind of everything else will fall into place.
And let's welcome in Spencer German, 92.3 The Fan, and the Locked On Browns podcast. Joel Bitonio knows the pulse of Browns fans. Shedeur Sanders, get Nick Chubb back. Those are the hot two topics. Spencer, I know you have some thoughts about the rookie quarterback and when we might be seeing one of those guys playing.
Yeah, obviously with the schedule reveal last week, that's part of the fun of sort of figuring out where we might see one of these guys, especially in a very fluid quarterback room and quarterback conversation. For me, the first game I kind of looked at was week 7, the Miami game. And I just kind of think that's the back end of a very tough opening stretch of the schedule. You have those first 6 games that are basically all against playoff teams, other than the Bengals, which is always a tough matchup just because it's a division matchup from last season. And you get out the other side of the Steelers. And we know the Steelers games tend to always be points where this team, this franchise has looked itself in the mirror and said, hey, is it time to move on from a coach? Is it time to make a quarterback change? Is it time to do this? So I kind of thought week 7 makes some sense. But I think obviously the bye week is the other big one people are going to point to. Like if you get to that point in the season and things just still aren't going right, maybe that's where you make a change. But yeah, I'm as fascinated as everybody to see how it all plays out. I do think that opening stretch of the schedule kind of does give you a chance where if the Browns start a veteran, which is my anticipation that they will start one of the veteran guys, 6 games in, nearly 7 games in, you'll have a good read on where the team is at. If they only have 2 wins at that point, maybe it's the perfect time to make a change. So somewhere in that week 7 to week 10 range where you get to the bye week in week 10 feels like the sweet spot where we're going to see maybe Shedeur if he's up first or potentially Dylan Gabriel, and we'll get a chance to see what these rookies can do.